Hello and welcome to the Celebrating Life podcast with Sony Thomas. Let me invite you to a small thought that can create a big impact for you in celebrating your life. In today's episode of Small Thought Big Impact, we explore how our archaic mold of ignorance impedes us from moving forward in life. If you're familiar with coconut trees, you would agree with me when I say these coconut trees are at times a menace. There was a time in my life when I would propose to cut them down if it was ill placed or was slightly inconvenient. I remember many years ago when my mother in law was planning to put link tiles in her front yard, I would vocalize my displeasure in her decision to retain a coconut tree that greatly impacted the space in the driveway to the car porch. Every time I would ask her to cut the coconut tree, she would say gently, "It is giving good yield, let it stay." Similarly, during the renovation of my ancestral home, I would tell my parents the same. Cut the coconut tree to make the plot better. We too have a coconut tree slightly obstructing our driveway. But guess what my parents said? "Sony, it is giving good yield, let it stay." You see, coconut trees are a headache. They grow tall with no low-lying branches or bushy cover, therefore no benefit of shade. And if you don't periodically prune off the dry branches, it will fall down without warning, especially during rainy and windy times. If that is not enough, the baby coconuts fall down too, and trust me, it hurts if it hits you. There is more. If the ripe coconuts are not cut on time, it too will fall down. Imagine the damage it will do. Surely a coconut falling on your head can kill you. What I did not understand was how people would protect the coconut tree, yet at the same time crib about it. Everyone in my village who has coconut trees, I hear them complaining about the unavailability, expensiveness, and arrogance of the skilled coconut tree climber to cut the ripe coconuts. The cherry on the cribbing cake is there is no profit in the coconut trees after all the expense. But still, many will not even consider cutting down a yield bearing coconut tree, even if it is placed obstructing the driveway. You know how life has a way of unraveling things you were otherwise blind to? Well, I too understood the worth of retaining yield bearing coconut trees, and recently I planted a few more of saplings on my property. You see, when you buy a coconut for 50 rupees, you start thinking about it differently. And the more I understood about the upkeep of a coconut tree, the benefit of organic products and the effort behind making coconut oil, I quickly axed down my archaic mold of ignorance. It is true, the effort sometimes does not mitigate the cost, and more often, the profit you get is the satisfaction that it is organic and from your land, and definitely the joy you get by sharing it with your family and friends. In life, sometimes we take certain positions. Sadly, we may not have the full picture, and even if we have, we may not endorse it. That's okay. But always probe more, explore more, research more, talk to people about it. To be certain, there is no better option than the one you operate from currently. Question everything, every position you hold dearly. Question it. Sometimes you will find something better. Sometimes you are at your best with the resources you have in your hands today. Sometimes you might have to gather more pieces of the puzzle to get a better understanding. Whatever the outcome, it is definitely unfortunate to be stuck with the same belief, same thought, same understanding, same prejudice, same knowledge, same position for the entirety of your life. Is it not sad to live your one life with one single frame of mind, one single mold? When creation has made many colors in the rainbow, hundreds of tastes, trillions of smell. Why would you want to design your life with just one rudimentary mold that was packaged to you as a child? Ask yourself, what mold of ignorance is holding you back from your potential? Axe them down. Axe down the mold that you are operating from and plant new seedlings of awareness that can propel your life forward to your potential. And if you are struggling with identifying your mold of ignorance, feel free to reach out to me and I would love to help you through it. Celebrating life is about the journey. And if I have brought value to your journey of life, I urge you to share this small thought with a close friend, a family member, or even a colleague so we can together build a happier world. For more thoughts on celebrating life, I invite you to stay connected with us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the Celebrating Life community. Thank you for your time and make it a wonderful day.